Hello and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I am in a new setting. That is because I am traveling for work right now, but Paldea Evolved just released and I definitely wanted to get some new content out onto the channel and showcase some of these cool new cards. So let's hop onto the deck list. Alrighty, so the first deck that I want to cover in this new set is the Ting-Lu EX. Now, Ting-Lu is really great because it has the Cursed Land ability. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, so it has to be in the active, your opponent's Pokemon in play that have any damage counters have no abilities except for EXs. So, has to be in the active, has to be a non-EX, but that is still a lot of the meta, right? You can shut off Baxcalibur, which is popular now. You can shut off Greninjas, Comfeys, Genesects, you name it. The only problem is you have to sit in that active spot, so you're going to be taking a lot of fire. So how can we continue locking our opponent's deck? Well, we have Land Scoop, which does 150 for 3 fighting energies, and you can put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So the 2 damage counters is relevant because it helps you keep the ability lock, but doing 150 is a little bit on the lower end, so you are 2-hit KOing a lot of Vs and V stars, 3-hit KOing a lot of V maxes, which kind of sucks. But if you can lock down your opponent's deck efficiently, then you can sit in the active spot and hit multiple times, which is really great. But other new cards that we are playing with in this set, one of them being the Spiritomb. Spiritomb is really great because it has the ability that allows you to shut down Pokemon V, basic Pokemon V, and can you guess what this counters? Yes, it counters Mew VMAX because it shuts down Genesects. So you can use this to help in that matchup. I still think you're unfavored in that matchup just because Mew has resistance to fighting and you're 3-hit KOing, and they have access to Psychic Leap, and they have access to Fusion Strike energy. So there's a lot of things going against you, but the Spiritomb does help in that early game so that you can kind of power up before your opponent and then just kind of play it by ear from there. If you want to, you can add a Drapion to the deck to help with that matchup. That could be something to consider going forward, but it just depends on what the meta is like. Another card that we are playing from this new set is the Squawkabilly EX. Squawkabilly is really great, especially in your first turn, because it has the abilities Squawk and Seize. Once during your first turn, you can discard your hand and then draw 6, which is really great because we are playing Battle VIP Pass. We are playing the Koraidon EX, so you do want to have fighting energies in the discard so that you can power it up or power up the Ting-Lu with the Dino Cry. With this ability, you can really make this deck really turbo because of the fact we play things like the Battle VIP Pass, the Gutsy Pickaxe, the Trekking Shoes, right? So we have a good way to draw through most of our deck, which is really nice. Some other things to note, we do play the Gapejaw Bog. Now, this isn't super detrimental. It does seem like it synergizes well in this deck, but to be honest, it doesn't really. The main reason why I'm playing this card is because I want to counter Paths to the Peak. I think Gapejaw is really great. I do want to play around with potentially putting Lake Acuity as versus to Gapejaw, maybe a 1-1 split, who knows. Let me know if you guys try that out, how that works. We are playing a new card called Bravery Charm, which is basically just Cape of Toughness, just reprinted in a new form. Now it allows you to have 50 plus HP, and we can definitely attach that to pretty much everything in our deck because we only play basic Pokemon. So you can use this to kind of help you in the Lost Box matchup to kind of have more HP to work with. But I also play the Penny as well. Penny is really great because if your Ting-Lu is in the active slot and is about to get KO'd, you can just pick it up and try and go in with another Ting-Lu. I've seen a lot of lists play more Charms, but I kind of opted to play a little bit less Charms and more Experience Shares. I think Experience Share is really great just because you don't want to try and Dino Cry every turn. You kind of want to only Dino Cry once. Having the Experience Share allows you to conserve energies between Ting-Lus, and then all you just need is basic attachment, and then the Gutsy Pickaxe could come in clutch here and there. And the other most important card that you will probably see in every single deck list going forward is the Iono. Iono is just Marnie and N mixed together, and now we have a great card that helps you kind of come back in the late game. It also helps you disrupt your opponent very early on if they do take a couple of prizes. If you don't know what Iono does, it basically shuffles your opponent's hand and puts it at the bottom of the deck, and then they draw cards equal to the number of prizes that they have left. If you do play this deck, you probably will get a lot of rage quits because that's what's been happening with me. I think the biggest matchups that I've had trouble with are the Mew. I think Mew is still kind of 50-50 even with the Spiritomb, and Lost Box. I know shutting off Comfey ability sounds great, but they have a lot of ways to mitigate that with Switch Cart, Nest Ball, VIP Pass, and it's not as effective as you think, but if you can get set up early before they do, there is still a chance, so I wouldn't dismiss that matchup completely. So if you want to try the deck list for yourself, here is an image of the deck list. Check it out. Let me know how you guys want to tweak it. I still want to keep playing with it, see if I can find any variants with Ting-Lu that might be really cool. But that is a new set, so it's going to take some time to mess around and see what other cool options there are with this card. So let's hop on to the ladder and I'll show you some of the matches that I got with Ting-Lu. This isn't bad, but I do want to see Squawks at some point, so hopefully we can kind of dig through our deck and see a Squawks. Now, if we are going up against Chien-Pao though, we still have Hawlucha, so we can ping their Frigibaxes. Yep, it is Chien-Pao, so let's see if we can get that set up. Let's go ahead with Shoes. Pickaxe. No, I can't use Pickaxe. That's Iono. Not a strong turn from us. Does not look like we will be able to get a turn 1 attack off this next turn. Or turn 2 attack off this next turn. Which is going to suck, but if they do put another Frigibax in play, I can use Hawlucha, I can research. They use Iono, okay. So no Irida, which is fair because they probably want to save Irida for Candy Excalibur. We have Ultra Ball and Shoes. We still got Research as well, so we can do some stuff here. I do want to shut off the Greninja as well. If they don't set up another Chien-Pao, we might be set. This actually is not that bad of a turn. Pickaxe. Let's see what Shoes gets me. Another Ting-Lu would be really nice because then I can do this. I can go Pickaxe. Hawlucha is great because then I can go here. Use Flying Entry to ping those two. I can put EXP share on that. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball these two cards to grab Greninja or Koraidon. Let me see, how many energies do I have? I only have 1, so I definitely do need to get the Greninja just so I can draw some more cards this next turn. Go Research. Okay, Nest Ball's good because that lets me get the Koraidon that I needed. I can put EXP share on, well I might, yeah, I'll put the EXP share there. I have 1 energy in the discard. Let's go conceal cards, because if I get an energy I can attach to the bench. No dice there. I guess we'll just go Koraidon. And then put 2 energies on here. And then pass. Now they can still get set up, but in order to do that, they have to boss up something that is not a Ting-Lu. Because they can't do Rare Candy, Excalibur, they can't do Greninja. Ooh, Articuno. Nope, it looks like they're just gonna swing with the Chien-Pao, which is fair. But they only do 120. We got Bravery Charm, which is really good. That means our guy can stick around for 1 more turn. I could even heal if I want to. I might want to, honestly. Actually, if they're gonna try and go in with this, I might want to save it. Let's just go ahead and Iono. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I want to get some energy attachments going. Pickaxe for Pickaxe. Boss. Yeah, I think now I want to start doing attachments. Let's use Nest Ball and fail it, because I don't want that to go back into the deck. And I think we just go Land Scoop. Whoa. That was interesting. Okay. Does it really matter where I put this? This doesn't have an ability, so I think I want to try and set this up Because if I do a Hawlucha and Land Scoop, I can knock it out if they don't evolve it to Excalibur. Go Ultra Ball. Now we have double Iono in hand. They go Lumineon, okay. I wonder how that sequence would work. If I had Gapejaw Bog, if I put that down before they did Lumineon, would Lumineous Sign still work? Okay, they're gonna boss, which means they can boss up the Koraidon, which is fair. But if they do that, they don't knock out my guy, my Ting-Lu, which means I can just go back in with Ting-Lu and KO the Chien-Pao, and then still set up the lock. And I can use Iono this next turn, which means they'll go down to a 4-card hand. But they have to pretty much set up their board really well this turn, and be really efficient with their board too. Okay, there's a Excalibur. They probably have Rare Candy in hand. Yep, there it is. There's Rare Candy, Excalibur, Superior Energy Retrieval. Okay, they get rid of the Palkia. I don't know how many they play. They can get 4 energies in play. They have to use all 4 energies in order to KO. So I can go in with my Ting-Lu this next turn and knock it out, the Chien-Pao. Yep, they have to use all 4 of these energies to take 2 prizes. I honestly don't even want to Iono them because of the fact that they have a 0-card hand. And they take a knockout here, which is fine. Well, they'll have a 2-card hand because of the prizes, but I don't think those 2 cards are going to be better than 4 new cards. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to save the Iono. Fighting energy, that's great. Actually, do I want a Greninja or do I want to attach? How many energies do I have? None. I think I can spare a Greninja because I want to try and set up some more stuff. 3 Ionos is pretty nice. I can go Hawlucha here again and actually ping the Lumineon. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter here actually. Let's go ahead and just ping this and ping this. We'll go ahead and Land Scoop. Take 2 prizes here. And then put 20 on the Lumineon, and then we can boss that up and take 2 prizes there. And then hopefully we don't get Iono'd after that, because then they will put our hand down to 2. And then we'll have to try and scavenge our way into another attack. But I think we should be fine. They don't have another Chien-Pao set up. Our Ting-Lu's still in the active. They have to figure out how to retreat, or how to boss up these guys. And the Penny is still in the deck, so even if they do smack this Ting-Lu, I could try and Penny it. There's an Iono, so we are going to go down to 4. I do want to shuffle the deck because all my Ionos are at the bottom, though. That is a problem. Okay, there is a rope. I think I can go in with the Ting-Lu. I don't want them to have their abilities. Because they attach 1, I have Switch Cart, I can go in and knock out the Articuno. We got shoes, let's see. No, I don't need Fighting Energy. Switch Cart's not bad, I can keep that as well. I don't need Spiritomb, unless they play another Lumineon, which I highly doubt they do. I'm gonna go ahead and attach energy here. Switch Cart. Go in with this Ting-Lu. And then go ahead and Land Scoop. Looks like we are dominating their board. We can put another 20 on... It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Just in case if they do have like a Switch card or something. Okay, another Fighting Energy is good. I can attach that here. Or I can use Greninja. And they just pass. Okay, so I think that is pretty much game, I would say. We can go ahead and switch cart to heal this guy. And then that way I can preserve this one. I'm gonna still keep playing like I have to fight for my life. Okay, so we'll go here, hit for 150. They could still Iono me, which would be pretty bad. But I think we are set up though to kind of attack with another Ting-Lu. I also have Penny in hand. If they do Iono me though, I won't have Penny, but Penny can help. Oh, it looks like they just pass. Okay, so they gave up at the end. This deck is kind of toxic. I mean, shutting off your opponent's abilities does suck. Not being able to play the game how you want to is not the best, but this meta is it's filled with Pokemon with abilities that Ting-Lu is just ripe to kind of, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm losing my train of thought, but basically Ting-Lu is perfect in this meta just because there's so many abilities around. All right, looks like we're going up against Mew. Mew's an interesting matchup. I think we could beat Mew. We just don't have the damage potential to knock it out, but we can shut off Genesect. That's pretty good for us. I'm trying to think if they play Rope or not. They could. We'll see how that goes. We aren't weak to Psychic, so that's pretty good. There's one Genesect. And it looks like it is the Fusion Strike version. So they're going to retreat into Mew and then draw some cards with Jenny. Hopefully trying to get a Battle VIP Pass or for Sealstone. There's another Jenny. More Fusion Strike systems. And Nest Ball, dang. Okay, so they got their board pretty much set up, so we have a lot of stuff to try and shut down. Hopefully we can do that. The only problem is we can't attack this next turn. And if they play tablets, then they can definitely attack, which will suck. But I can use this VIP pass to hopefully get Squawkabilly to draw some more cards. I'll have Koraidon so I can accelerate energy if I need to. Wow. Okay, so they said their whole board with Genesect. So very interesting. If I can get a Hawlucha, if I can get both Hawluchas, I can actually ping all of them, but I don't know if that's going to be super useful. Get Tails on Cram, so that's pretty good. All right, use up all those abilities, buddy. I'm looking to shut them down. Actually, I could just play Spiritomb. What am I talking about? I forgot that I play Spiritomb in this deck, which shuts down all of those Genesects. I don't even have to worry about it. I just need to set up a Ting-Lu. Let's see if we have Spiritomb in the deck, though. We have one energy, so I am going to attach this. Well, let's see. Let's use Battle VIP Pass first. We do have Spiritomb, so I can go grab that. We don't have Squawkabilly. This is interesting. So I might go ahead and grab another Ting-Lu then. Yeah. Let's do this. Go ahead and experience share. Pickaxe. Get the energy. That's really nice. I'll take it. I'll attach to the active. And then go ahead and research. We have Penny, which is good, and we also have the Koraidon. Also very good. I can do this and this. Let's go Pickaxe again. Research is not bad. The Bog doesn't really do anything, so I'm going to keep the Bog to bump the path. Even though Spiritomb is going to shut down all my abilities, all of their abilities anyway. I'll just go ahead and Dino Cry. And attach to Fighting energies to the active and then just start swinging. Spiritomb is definitely going to lock them down, but I kind of want to set up the lock even without Spiritomb because they could still cross switchers and attack the Spiritomb. But they'll have to use the 7-card hand that they have currently in order to do that. If I could get Judge, that could be really good, because then I can lower their hand size even further. I got a Vacuum. Okay, probably get rid of one of my EXP shares, which kind of sucks. Maybe I shouldn't have put the EXP share on the Koraidon and saved it for the other Ting-Lu, but we got a hit with Pickaxe, so I'm not too worried about that. I can just attach to the Ting-Lu and then try and hopefully get another hit with a Pickaxe. They use Tablet. Double Turbo. Choice Belt's not gonna be enough, really. You're gonna hit for 70, leap back into the deck. This is also another problem. This deck is not doing enough damage, so they could utilize Psychic Leap pretty efficiently and then just hit. They're not gonna loop back, but they can loop back next turn, which is gonna suck. I will attach, actually let's do this. I'm gonna go Nest Ball to grab the Greninja. And then use that to conceal. Can we get another Pickaxe hit? Nope. But I can attach energy here. I want to save the Penny to kind of pick up this Ting-Lu so that I can just swap between the two. I will put, no, I still want to keep the Gapejaw just in case. Let's go Land Scoop. Oh, I hit because of the resistance. That's so stupid. Okay. I probably want to set up this with some damage. Yeah. Because if they don't have access to knock out Spiritomb, I don't need to worry about putting damage on these Genesects. I need to soften up the Muse in order to take knockouts, which sucks because I can't. I can also try and go in with Koraidon. Maybe I should have set up for that. There's Path. So I can use Gapejaw to get rid of the Path. To be fair, Psychic Leap is going to take a long time. And they go up with Genesect. Okay. So let's bump. Well, let's do this first. And then concede. Okay, so it is good against Mew. Definitely shuts down their ability. Spiritomb definitely does put in a lot of the legwork, but didn't really get to showcase what it could do. So I might put it in, I might not. So that is going to be it for the video. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of Ting-Lu EX. I think it is really great. I definitely do want to keep messing with it, see if I can find a really competitive version of this list. But right now, this is a really great turbo version. Allows you to get Ting-Lu set up really quickly, allows you to set up those ability locks and really get ahead of your opponent. This meta is filled with abilities that you can shut down with Ting-Lu. So I think Ting-Lu is going to be pretty popular. I don't think it's going to go away completely. It may not be tier 1, but I definitely do think it is a pretty good card. If you like the video, then hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And like I said earlier, I am traveling until the end of June, but once I am back, I will be continuing my live stream, so check those out when they do drop. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Bravery Charm is basically just Cape of Courage. Wait. Cape of Toughness. I was like, what the fuck?